A circle of roaring bikes closed in around the teen, their riders laughing as if danger were a game. One biker leaned close and said a threat meant to scare him. But the boy did not flinch. His eyes stayed calm, steady, and almost trained. The bikers had no idea they were provoking someone who had spent years preparing for moments just like this, someone who could end this without raising his voice. And within seconds, they would regret ever touching him. Chaos burst into the quiet parking lot as several large bikes surrounded the lone teenager. Their engines shook the air, but the boy stood still, hands loose at his sides, his backpack sliding against one shoulder. One biker nudged his wheel forward and tried to push the teen back, expecting him to stumble. Instead, the boy stepped only half a pace, steady as stone. His calm unsettled them more than fear ever could. The crowd that had gathered stayed silent and sure, watching tension coil like a tight wire. The teen, named Aiden, looked much younger than the men circling him, but something in his posture spoke of control, as if he understood every move before it even happened. Aiden's life had been shaped by struggle long before this moment. After losing his father, an instructor who trained young people in self-defense, Aiden had taken up his lessons not out of interest, but out of need. His father believed strength was quiet, steady, and guided by respect. Aiden trained in early mornings and late nights, learning how to stay calm under pressure, how to think before acting, and how to defend without hurting those who didn't intend real harm. His father called it the discipline of stillness. When his father passed, Aiden carried those lessons like invisible armor. He stayed out of trouble. He walked with purpose. And he avoided conflict unless there was no other choice. Now, facing a group of grown men who mistook silence for weakness, he remembered one of his father's lines: "A calm heart wins battles long before fists ever move." That steady truth moved through him like breath. The leader of the bikers got off his bike, towering over Aiden. Without raising his voice, he demanded Aiden apologize for a misunderstanding Aiden hadn't even caused. The crowd waited for the teen to fold, to do what most people would do just to avoid trouble. But Aiden only lifted his eyes, steady and respectful, giving no reaction to the threat in front of him. His refusal to panic only pushed the bikers further. One reached for Aiden's backpack as if to take it. For a split second, his fingers grazed the strap. And that was the moment the silent balance shifted. Aiden moved with precise control, nothing flashy, nothing loud. His hand came up, guiding the biker's wrist down and away in a fluid motion. It was not aggressive. It was protective, controlled, and so quick it stunned the entire group. The biker stepped back, shocked, rubbing his wrist as if reality needed time to catch up. Aiden whispered another of his father's teachings inside his mind: "True strength is gentle until it must stand." The leader tried again, this time reaching toward Aiden's shoulder. Aiden stepped aside with smooth accuracy, using the man's momentum against him. The leader stumbled, catching himself on his own bike. Gasps rippled through the watching crowd as the truth set in. The teen wasn't just calm, he was trained. No punches thrown, no shouting, just pure, disciplined defense. In that silence, something shifted in the crowd. People stepped a little closer, their quiet presence forming an unspoken shield around the boy. The bikers felt the weight of eyes on them, eyes that saw the truth. The leader straightened, embarrassment burning through him. He looked at the teen, really looked this time, and saw not a child but someone forged by discipline and loss, someone who refused to meet disrespect with anger. The tension dissolved like mist. He lowered his gaze and muttered an apology that carried more honesty than pride. Aiden nodded with the same calm he had shown since the first threat. Many in the crowd felt something stir in them, respect not demanded, but earned through quiet courage. As the bikers rode away, the parking lot settled into soft silence. Aiden breathed in slowly, carrying his father's teachings forward with each step. His calm had spoken louder than any act of force ever could. And long after he walked away, people repeated the words he had embodied but never said aloud. Strength doesn't shout. Strength stands. Honor is loudest when it moves in silence. Thank you for watching. Share what country you're watching from. Tell us what part of the story moved you most. And subscribe for more stories that honor quiet strength and unseen heroes.